Hey y'all, time to get the walkout. Tonight we're making Massaman chicken curry. This is the curry paste we'll be using today. Let's go over what else we'll need. A large onion, 3 carrots, 5 potatoes, 2 cans of coconut milk. This is the kind that we like. You can use a 3rd can if you need to bring down the spice. Salt to taste, a tablespoon of peanut butter, and some coconut palm sugar if you want to sweeten things up, but we won't use it today. Off camera, we have 3 chicken breasts and curry powder, and we'll put everything over rice when we're done. Here's how I've cut the potatoes and the carrots. It doesn't matter the size or shape as long as they're thick and chunky. Now for the onion, I've gone ahead and cut off the end. I'll stand it up and make a few cuts. Just cut them in half and leave them thick and chunky like this. When you're done, go ahead and set them aside for later. Boil your carrots and potatoes together until they're just barely fork tender. You'll add them to the curry in a few minutes and they'll continue to cook there. It's time to get the wok going. We've got 4 tablespoons of vegetable oil. We're adding half a cup of curry paste. We didn't fill it all the way to the top, so this is maybe about 1/3 of a cup instead. Turn your stove on medium and mix everything together until it starts to boil. Once you get to this point, it's time to add your first can of coconut milk. Now we'll add a full can of water. Instead of trying to measure it out, we just use the same can to get any last little bit of coconut milk out. Now we're adding our second can of coconut milk. Don't be afraid if the color looks like this because the curry is just separating a little from the milk we've already put in. Stir everything together and bring it to a boil. Now it's time to add our chicken. We've got 3 chicken breasts cut into cubes. Now it's time to add the boiled carrots and potatoes. Be careful not to burn yourself like my husband did right about here. Not to worry, he's fine. We didn't end up using all of the potatoes and carrots, but it's always nice to have a little extra prepared than not enough. Now it's time to add your onions. Just like with the potatoes and carrots, we didn't end up using the entire onion. At the same time this is cooking, I've gone ahead and started 2 cups of rice. The consistency is a little thick, so we're adding half a can of water. Now we're adding a few dashes of curry powder. Since we're not measuring it, I'm gonna say it's maybe 1 to 2 teaspoons. Massaman curry is actually a fusion dish dating back to the 17th century when Muslim spice traders combined their spices with local Thai spices, creating Massaman curry paste. This is another example of how crossing borders and cultures can make something so beautiful and delicious. After everything is mixed well, add a little salt to taste and bring it to a boil. Now that it's boiling, add any last-minute dashes of curry powder. After it's mixed, add 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. Mix everything well and let it boil for 15 minutes. Then you'll be ready to serve it over your rice. I hope you enjoyed cooking with cariño.